All right, guys, this is another CLNS Media Patriots Roundtable. I'm your host, Nick Qualley, sitting here with Marv and Mike Molyneux. All right, guys, the Patriots still sit with one loss on the year. The Ravens looking better and better by the week. Ravens still have, now they're down to 2 losses, and they just spanked a team that we've been calling a contender. Or Marv, has it been you who's been talking up the Texans a lot?
I sure have
Sure
been,
has.
The
and I
Ravens
sure have been wrong.
spanked them 41-7. Lamar Jackson put on another clinic. So, guys, are the Patriots going to end up with the 1 seed? Because the Ravens don't look like they're slowing down. And even on the defensive side of the ball, I remember earlier in the year, we talked about the one key issue with the Ravens and why I didn't think they were really a contender midway through the year or midway through this first half of the season was because the defense wasn't that good. I thought the defense was overrated. The defense is only 7th in points allowed now. So this defense is stepping up. And couple that with the offense, the Ravens are looking damn good. So Marv, what do you think? Are the Patriots going to end up with a 1 seed, and is it critical that they do? And if they don't, can they win on the road in the postseason? Which basically is the question: is it critical if they do?
2 weeks ago, if you were to ask this question, I think everyone would easily say 2, 3 weeks ago, everyone would easily say, yeah, number one seed is locked up easily. The road to the Super Bowl, it goes through New England. Now that road has gotten a lot tougher to get the number one seed for all the reasons that you just stated, Nick. Um, but I don't think it's essential that they get the number one seed for them to make it to the Super Bowl, all due to their defense. The Patriots defense can travel. They can travel on the road and still be as dominant. I think they've proven that to us in these 11 weeks that this defense is elite. Yes, you mentioned the Baltimore Ravens and how they beat the Patriots earlier in the season, but I still believe that if you give this defense another shot at Lamar Jackson with Bill Belichick and that crew to really game plan against their offense, Patriots will come out with better results. Offensively, Patriots are struggling. We understand that, but this is the season where what do the Patriots do? They find something that they're really struggling with, and throughout the year, they'll slowly mature, they'll figure it out. And I think by December, January, that their offense will be a lot better than what we saw against the Eagles, because it has to be. It can't really get worse than that. It really can't get as bad as just dipping and dunking to James White, Rex Burkhead, and Julian Edelman. I think this offense will evolve with the emergence of N'Keal Harry, Dorsett gets healthy, Jacoby Myers, and such. So I think it does get tougher. It's They still have a good chance to if they can, come out alive against the Dallas Cowboys and Kansas City Chiefs, that number one seed should be locked up for them. If not, if they do lose because they have the tiebreaker with the Baltimore Ravens, I'm still not worried with their chances because of their defense. I feel like that a defense that well can travel anywhere.
So just looking at the schedule before we jump over to you, Mike, the Patriots schedule to finish off the year. Remember, the Patriots only have one loss. Ravens have two right now. Patriots schedule: Cowboys, Texans, Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, Dolphins. Ravens schedule: both pretty decently tough schedules. I think the Patriots a little bit harder though. Ravens schedule: Rams, 49ers, Bills, Jets, Browns, Steelers. All right, Mike, before we hop over to you though, guys, the football and basketball seasons, they are in full swing. Get into the game with our exclusive sports betting partners, betonline.ag, and sign up today to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit to start betting college or professional ball. Every spread, every total, every single winner or loser, straight bet, parlay, or tease your way through the entire season. You guys can even bet on wild prop bets. Who's going to be the next head coach to be canned, and who will win the NBA MVP? Get the fastest to market odds, updates, and payouts with our new sportsbook partners, betonline.ag. Head over to the website today or use your mobile device to join and use promo code CLNS50 to receive your 50% welcome bonus. BetOnline.ag, your online sports book experts. All right, Mike, what do you think? Do they end up with a 1 seed, and is it critical if they do?
I believe the Patriots will still end up with the 1 seed, but it is not critical that they do. So if it's a situation where they do fall out of a chance to, have that number one seed home field advantage throughout, I don't see it as the end all be all for the New England Patriots in their season. Perfect example: last year, Patriots were not the 1 seed, and a team that was feared, kind of similar to how this season's progressing, is the Baltimore. Last year was the Kansas City Chiefs.
We're in the same situation.
Same
I think we probably
last year.
had this question last year.
Probably did. And it's a roundtable last year. Same question. And I think at the time,
Patriots weren't no number 1 seed last year, though. I'll tell you that.
People were fearing what Kansas City brought to the table. They were fair and said, okay, if you have to go to Arrowhead Stadium and face Kansas City, it's going to be a tough day for you. Now, this time around, we're getting an inching closer to people saying, well, if you got to go to Baltimore and take on Lamar Jackson and that team, it's going to be a tough day for you. But I'm going to stick with what history has shown me. And history has shown me that this Patriots team led by Bill Belichick and Tom Brady can step on the field anywhere and have a chance to win and get the job done. I understand there are teams, the new shiny new toy, in the lot. The Baltimore Ravens are that shiny new toy in a sense this year, similar to what Kansas City was last year. And people see that shiny new toy and figure, okay, this is the team that's going to take over. This is the team that, is going to get things done. We saw what happened. I'm going to believe that this Patriots team can do it again. But yeah, who doesn't want a number 1 seed? Of course, if you have the number 1 seed, you take that, you hold on to it, and you be dominant with it. Something that the Patriots have done before in the past that have led them to a Super Bowl. This year, if it doesn't unfold like that, will the Patriots hold on to it and it by chance has to go through Baltimore, or I know Kansas City's not too far off from possibly marching their way back up there. I don't see it happening, but I don't feel like it's critical for the Patriots to lock it down. If they do, great, wonderful, splendid. If they don't, it's going to be a little tougher, but we know if there's one team that can handle a tough, bumpy road, it's Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, and the New England Patriots.
I mean, are the Patriots going to end up with a 1 seed? It's tough. It's tough because I think the Patriots are going to lose at least 1 more, maybe even 2, because they always drop that divisional game every single year. I've brought this up a bunch of times.
You said that so many times.
They always drop that stupid divisional game, which they got the Bills, they got the Dolphins left. Yeah, but they could.
Not at home.
But it would be one of those games, much like the games last year, and we're like, man, this team is not a Super Bowl team. They might just have a flat game. I just expect them to lose. Maybe if it's not even a divisional game, they got the Cowboys, Texans, Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, Dolphins. It would be wild if the first win for the Bengals this year came against the Patriots. That would be nuts. But I think the Patriots drop another game, and the Ravens, I would imagine too. But I have a feeling that the Ravens are going to end up coming out of this with the number 1 seed in the conference. And we had this conversation a lot last year, like we alluded to with the Chiefs. It was almost the same thing. Is it crucial? Is it necessary for the Patriots to get that number 1 seed? Because you don't want to travel to Arrowhead Stadium. The Chiefs are going to dominate if you go to Arrowhead Stadium, and look what happened. But I think this might be a slightly different story when it comes to the Ravens, because we talked about the Ravens a few weeks ago. Lamar Jackson has proven to be a capable passer, which I thought he was more of a one-dimensional guy, only really run, but he's sticking to his word before what he said he would do before the season started. He's going to become a pocket passer, and that's what he's doing. And he's using his legs second, and when he's using his legs, he is scary.
It's really bad.
Video game like
great. Yeah, he's great when he gets out of the pocket, and he's proven that he can pass the ball. And on top of all of that, the Patriots have struggled in the past with running quarterbacks. But on top of that, too, John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh is the one coach in this league, other than Tom Coughlin of the past. John Harbaugh is the one coach in this league who, for whatever reason, always seems to coach well against a Bill Belichick team. And if you have to go to Baltimore, you have to face Lamar Jackson again. I worry that the Patriots would have a tough time in Baltimore. So I think it is kind of crucial that this team gets the number 1 seed so you can make the playoffs go through Gillette, because my confidence level with this team beating the Ravens at home rather than in Baltimore, through the roof.